Things been rough, ladies and gentlemen. Things have been rough, and I think you've noticed that. One of the first things I want to say, and not that it concerns you too much, but it's something that I really want to be transparent about, and I want you to know. I left Maker Studios. The network, about 1 month ago. I didn't really feel a huge support from Maker, and more so after trying to negotiate with them a new contract, because my contract was ending this year in June, and I wanted a better contract because I've been with them for about 3 years now, and they never improved my contract. It was always the same from the very start. In order to keep doing this and have money for a living and, to pay my daily bills, I needed a better contract. And trying to negotiate with them, it clearly showed that they didn't want me with them that much, or they would make that little bit of effort. I've been on my own for about 1 month, and things didn't really work out. I don't have too much information to tell you why, but I feel as a non-US resident, it's complicated. Networks really help a lot in the research of ads. A network can help you in a way that you talk to that brand and picks up that campaign to put it on your videos, because it has to do, it's the same genre, it's the same content, so it will probably work for you. If you're on your own, I don't think you can really do that. You have to go through a lot of stuff with Google if you don't have a network. So for that reason alone, I joined another network, and this is what I also wanted to say. It doesn't impact much what you do or what you have to do. You actually don't have to do anything. But I really want to be sincere and honest with you. There were other options. There were TGN, there were full screen, for instance, there were other, but I chose Curse for now. Curse, Union for Gamers. I want to make it clear that, again, it's nothing that you really should worry about. I just think, as a football player, when he changes from team to team, it's something that it's obvious, but they tend to tell you before they do so, or it's on the news before they even play for the new team. So I feel it's somewhat the same thing. I want to tell you that I'm doing it, but nothing is changing. I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna change the way I run my channel. They don't force you to do any kind of things that you don't want to do. I just did it, and the main reason is because they can provide me with a better contract that allows me to earn more with my work in order to have the hopes of keep doing this, which is kind of leads me to the next subject. I have been feeling a little bit discouraged about doing videos. It's just a phase. I cannot explain. I had a crazy summer, maybe that drained me a little bit, and I didn't make too many videos because I made the personal decision of, my friends are here, people come from Canada that are my friends. I want to enjoy summer. I need to take a rest, also a break from making videos and live streaming and whatnot. That part of your life is also important, not just work, or you will fry. And for that reason alone, my video uploads obviously went down a little bit. Not to mention that games that I was playing a lot, like Ark, their hype kind of died a little bit after the tournament. I also stopped playing normal mode, which is something I want to get back to, but I am still not sure in which server and when is that gonna happen, because Survival of the Fittest is really fun. It's really good for live streaming, but whenever I make videos about it, I feel the feedback is not as good as the old school videos I made with the normal PvP server. I had construction work here at my home that really stopped me from doing anything. I simply couldn't record with all the noise around here. Then my parents had vacations, and when they are around, I cannot record because they can hear me, they come to my room, they interrupt me, they don't let me work at all. Recently, I also had to talk with my father because an all in his good reason. We are having power bills that normally shouldn't be this high. And the reason, one of them, is because I have my computer turned on all day long for work and to do my usual stuff. 2 monitors and also this thing that allows you to see me very well that I bought purposely for this. When this thing is up and running for 6 to 8 hours when I decide to live stream, our energy bills, our power bills really go up high. So I had to sit down and talk with him because he was complaining about that, and that really brings my motivation to keep doing videos down. Every single time you're recording or you're live streaming is okay, but when you're recording and someone bursts into your room and says something like, dude, it's kind of enough already, because not only you're making a lot of noise, obviously my dad doesn't call me dude, but you get my point. You also feel very discouraged by keep doing it. I gotta look back, I gotta look at where I stand right now, because with 40,000 subscribers more or less, there was this once time back in the days that I wish I was at this point and I was fighting tooth and nails to get here. And now I probably see a lot of people around me, not probably, I do see a lot of people around me that wish to be where I stand right now, that are fighting hard to get where I stand right now, which is not big, which is not really a high place in YouTube, but it's certainly awesome, and it's certainly much better than being at 1,000 subs, where it's that point where you struggle so much. 1,000, 10,000, when you break into 20,000 and whatnot, things become more real. And it's not that you have less responsibilities, it's quite the opposite. You have more people following you and more people that you don't want to disappoint. When in these days I feel discouraged and I don't really feel like recording, or I don't feel like putting a video out, I gotta remember and look back and see where I stand right now. There's 40 people following me, 40,000 people following me. A little bit less than that because a lot of people don't watch the videos even if they are subscribed. I don't know how to explain it. When you feel like you can't record videos on a day, everything brings you down and you really don't feel like doing it. You feel like going to the sofa, take a nap, wake up, and wish everything will be okay and you have the strength to record. Those are kind of, personal and usual problems that most people have. I'm just explaining them so that I can say that I also have those kind of problems, and those things also affect my life and my professional life with YouTube. I had a talk with my dad, and we plan to share the bill for energy so that we don't fight and we don't have to discuss this problem any longer. I will most certainly want to move out to have my own place, maybe with someone else, maybe all alone. It will depend a lot on where I stand and where YouTube is taking me, and also live streaming. If eventually I move out and I cannot, pay all the bills with what I do on YouTube and on Twitch, I will eventually get a new job, which will affect my YouTube career, but hopefully will not harm it too much to the point where I cannot do it anymore like it happened in the past. Now, another thing, I've mentioned Twitch and live stream a couple times here. I need to establish a schedule because my Twitch live streams have been everywhere, to the point where people, dude, we were not expecting you to stream at this hour. This is really not the time that you usually stream at. My streams will be in the morning from now on. This has one main reason, which is it's not during the night. It's not a time where my parents are at home. It all comes down to this all the time. It's not a time in which I don't have people sleeping right next to my room where I record or where I live stream from. So I will not bother absolutely anyone, which will also allow me to be more like myself. I don't need to stop myself from screaming or enraging or anything of the sort. I will certainly not be interrupted by people around the house because I'm alone during that time. Starting next Wednesday, the days will be the same from Wednesday to Friday. 3 days live streaming, 3 days a week, but they will happen during the morning and most likely 10 a.m. GMT or BST, British time. It's not easy to balance between YouTube and Twitch, and I'm certainly not the only one that goes through this struggle. I love to stream. I absolutely love to stream on Twitch. I love that feeling that you're playing, you're showing what you're doing, and you can immediately interact with people that are watching. I absolutely love that. It's different from recording. When I'm recording a video, I want to let it all out. I want the video to be the best possible, to the point where I wanted each video to be much better than the previous one. Twitch is different. Twitch allows me, you know, it's a momentary thing. It's a moment thing. When you make a video on YouTube, it's forever. It will be your image print in a video and it will stay there. And when people find me through a certain video, I want them to subscribe. I want them to want to watch more. That's why I try to be the best possible in every single video, because I want to every single person, when they watch the videos, they are happy with it and they like it and they enjoy the channel. Twitch is different. Twitch, you can be your normal everyday person. You don't need to give out all of yourself. I have said this in the past, but on YouTube I tend to give myself out plus 20%, and I'm not afraid of admitting it. You are entertaining. If you don't entertain, I guess you're better off not doing it. Last thing I want to mention, and to end on a positive note rather than a negative note, which has been throughout the whole video, I guess. I have a couple series planned, and I'm gonna do something that I've never done on my YouTube channel, which is celebrate October and celebrate Halloween. Celebrate Halloween in October. That was just by playing horror games. A lot of people want to play horror games. I guess they just love to watch me scream. So what I will do is I will have one normal. Interrupted again by a phone call. I hate the chance of being interrupted. It's a trauma. I would call it trauma because it happens so often and I hate it. About the planned series, so I want to make those horror series planned for October. I plan to play one horror game right next after the other. So what I will try to do is play as much as I can on each game so that I can finish it fast. The very first one would be Soma, because I guess it's one of the best horror games released recently. I want to try out Layers of Fear, Stairs, Masochism, Uncanny Valley, and The Dark Inside Me. Those are a couple of games that I've selected to try out. There are others in my mind, other than those horror series that I'm gonna start out, which is something that I will eventually stop after October. I don't want to make my channel a horror gaming series. It will not happen. It will not be that way, I promise you. I have a couple of normal series coming out. One that a lot of people are expecting, which is The Escapist: The Walking Dead. Once again, guys, thank you so much for being so supportive. Thanks for watching my content. Thanks for being there on the streams when, you know, it's great to feel that you go from stream to stream and you see people coming back. You see the same names showing up on the chat and talking. It's an amazing feeling. Hopefully things will get back on track. Once again, I'll see you on the next one. My name is TheSparrowsJourney, and hopefully things will get better. Bye bye.
Thank you for watching, everyone. If you are looking for more, feel free to check these suggestions. As a reminder, if you're looking into buying games, considering using my G2A ref link in the description of this video. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you on the next one, and remember, stay above the waters.